So I welcome you all to this wonderful experience. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be mind-boggling for you. It's going to be very, very educative. We'll try to make it as fun-filled as possible. Okay. So now let's start. I welcome you all again. And now let me tell you, I'm super, super pumped up. I don't know about you. I hope you are also pumped up. You are also excited. If you are excited, then please mention in the chat box. Please mention in the chat box. Are you excited? That's good. That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's very, very awesome. Okay. Okay. I welcome you all. And let's start without wasting any further time. So let me know from which city you have logged in. Let others also know. Let me know from which city you are logged in. Pune, Delhi, Panvel, Chennai, Mumbai, Noida, Jaipur, Calcutta, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata. That's good. That's good. People from all over India have joined. Nagpur, Noida. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I welcome you all once again. And now let's begin the show. Let's begin the excitement, right? Now, at which stage you are right now? Because you are attending this challenge, that means that you, all of you are interested in launching your online courses. So let's know at which stage you are right now. Are you just planning to do it? Ahmedabad, Noida, that's good. Nagpur, Junai, wonderful. So at which stage you are? You're just planning or you're just started or what is the scenario? Where are you right now? Planning. That's wonderful. Awesome. Started. Planning. That's good. That's good. Beginners and planning. Wonderful. There has to be a planning. There has to be a thought. There has to be a desire to do something. Only then we can do something, right? Okay. Now, coming back to the presentation, let me ask you a question. Is it possible to sell your online course before creating it? Very simple question. Can you sell it before creating? Is it possible or not? Please let me know in the chat box. Yes, yes, it's possible. Yes, no, do no, no. Okay, awesome, awesome. Look, selling your course is possible before creating it. And that's why we are having this challenge. And we will be discussing this particular point on the last day of the challenge. Today, I'll try to dispel and knock off whatever fears you have and how to plan your math, because mathematics is very important. Unless you have worked on your mathematics, it's impossible to reach your goals. Is that good? Is that good enough? Some people have said seems difficult selling before creating. That's why we are here, and let's see how we can make it possible. Okay. Now, one has to begin with the end in mind. Whenever we start something, as Stephen Covey has said, that before beginning anything, we should keep the end in mind. So here the end of the process is selling the course, and after that, definitely serving the clients and the students. But the process, that's a separate process. Creating your course, selling it is one part of the process, and selling is the end of this particular part. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind before going ahead. Let me tell you briefly about myself. I am CA BM Agarwal. I'm passionpreneur coach. This might be a new term for so many of you. I was born and brought up in Rajasthan. I came to Delhi in 1966. I did my CA in 1977, 8 and started my practice as a chartered accountant. But that was a life of compromises. You know, a professional CA has to make so many compromises, has to do so many things, which internally he is not willing to do. Then I switched over to consulting. I was the sole advisor and I marketed the 1.05 billion rupees IPO of Canterville Retail Limited. And after that, I started a business, but unfortunately, I was forced to close it down because of the changed government regulations. Okay. And the business was closed. I was forced to close. But I continued my coaching and consulting. And along with that, I started focusing more on business coaching. Now I have multiple sources of income. And I want all of you to also have multiple sources of income, because unless and until we have multiple sources of income, it's very difficult to survive in today's world, and it's very difficult to progress, right? So, how many of you do feel that the present education system is broken? I feel the present education system is broken and the world needs a better system. How many of you agree with me? Please write in the chat box. How many of you agree with me on this particular point? Agreed. Completely broken. Agree. Yes. Yes, true. Because the world needs something which can give them a livelihood, which can provide them food, which can provide shelter to them and their families. So, what the system we have is not able to give. The present system is designed in such a way that you go to school, college, study 20, 25 years, then join a job somewhere. If you are lucky, you will get it. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get a job these days, as you all of you know. And if you get it, you work for 40 years for somebody else to build their dreams and not yours. Exceptions are always there in job also. Everybody is not suffering. There are some people who are able to get very, very good, very, very paying jobs, but still they have got their own problems. They don't have freedom. They don't have time to enjoy the money which they are making with the families, with their kids. They don't have much of quality time to spend with their kids and the families. So there are certain problems. Let's not go into that and focus on what we are here for. So looking at the present scenario, I am on a mission to help 100,000 people to achieve freedom lifestyle using online courses and online coaching. Is that good? And why I want this is because when you are an online coach or you are creating online courses, that gives you a lot of benefits. One of them is working from home. Second one is freedom. Third one is this is very profitable. This gives you passive income. You keep on earning even while you are sleeping. You keep on earning even while you are on a vacation with your family. And that's the plus point. That's the golden point of this particular profession. Okay. So I hope you people are with me. Let me know how many people are feeling that they resonate with this kind of a thought process. How many of you are willing to change the lives or impact the lives of so many people, so say thousands of people? Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, with that, we move ahead. These are glimpses of some of my live programs. I won't take much time in this. Just want to show some of the pictures. This particular challenge is for who? Who are the person who can take up this particular profession, who can become a coach and create online courses? Even if you are a coach or a consultant or a trainer or a teacher or a healer or a change maker or an author, public speaker, corporate trainer, yoga or fitness trainer, you are expert in something, passionate about something, feeling unfulfilled, like so many people, even if they are in a job, they feel unfulfilled. Fulfillment is something which is must for life and which is must for financial freedom and mental freedom. Okay. Then, even if you are in online business, this can be for you. Network marketing people can also be immensely benefited from this challenge. They can build up their courses, they can recruit people. If you want to build up your personal brand, this is the right platform for you. If you are a marketing expert, again, this is for you. And if you are in digital business, then definitely this is for you, right? So this training is going to be world-class experience for you, though it's free right now, but free doesn't mean cheap. Whatever content I'm going to share with you is going to be premium content that's very close to my heart. Normally, I share it with the students who pay and join my courses. But for the benefit of common man or say masses, I have started doing this particular program. This is the first challenge which I'm holding. And in future, there will be so many other challenges also. Okay. Let me be transparent with you. At the end of this program, that is the sixth day of this program, I will definitely be offering an option. So whosoever is willing to take his knowledge further and want to implement it faster, they can buy my paid courses, my paid coaching programs. So this is just to inform you that this is going to be a part of the program on the last day, right? My promise to you is that I'll try to give you as much as possible, and make your journey comfortable in creating your courses. But at the same time, I expect certain things from you. The first thing is that you must interact. I'll be asking lots of questions, and I expect you to answer quickly. And there are certain more things. I would like you to take more and more notes, because whatever you hear, you may forget, but once you have notes with you, that will be helpful to you in your course preparation and all the process, right? Now, I want you to be implementer. Quick implementation is a must. Whatever we discuss here, you must start implementing that immediately, because success loves speed. Those who are very slow or procrastinate, they are very, success is very difficult for them. So if you want to be successful, if you want to launch your courses very fast, then you must implement the things very, very quickly. Okay. Now, next thing I expect from you is that whatever things we discuss, you must share in the group, and I will give you my feedback on that. So whatever improvements are needed, you people can make the improvements, and that way you can improve your courses also. That will be making your journey more easy and more comfortable. That's good. Now, there's a term in Japanese, Sandoku. How many of you know the meaning of Sandoku? How many of you know? You know the meaning of Sandoku? It's a typical word. Okay, no probs, no probs, no probs. I also came to know about this word a few months ago. Sandoku means there is a habit in most of the people. They keep on buying books. They keep on buying books, but hardly read them. And even if they start reading, they never finish them. a very small percentage of people finish whatever they start reading. Similarly, the same thing happens with the courses. People buy courses, but they don't complete the courses. What I want from you is that I want you, all of you, to be a finisher. Say, I'm a finisher. Write down in the chat box, I'm a finisher. That's good. If you have heard about Sandoku, say, I'm a finisher, fast. Because success loves speed. That's good. That's good. Awesome. 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 Now, let me ask you one simple question. Can you tell me why coaching industry in India is growing so rapidly? You agree with me that coaching industry is growing very fast in India? Agree with me? I'm happy to know that all of you are finishers. That's good. It's growing very fast. Why? The current scenario in coaching industry would have been achieved a few years later, but thanks to this COVID-19, coaching, online coaching particularly, is growing at such a fast speed, such a fast speed. I'd like to share some facts and figures with you. You may be surprised to know that institutes like Harvard Medical School, they have started courses in coaching. Wharton School has started courses in coaching. Why they have entered the field of coaching? Because there is a lot of scope for that. In the last few years, coaching has been exploding, not in India only, in world over, it has been exploding. And schools like Harvard and Wharton now offer classes in coaching. Forbes magazine has estimated that digital training and e-learning business is going to be 350 billion by 2025. 350 billion B. Okay. So there have never been such a good time to enter the bandwagon. I hope you people would like to enter the field as fast as possible. Jump onto the bandwagon and make your future bright, make your family's future bright. And at the same time, you will be impacting a lot of lives, changing a lot of people's life, and making a lot of money also. So coaching is here to thrive and not to survive. Okay. Particularly online coaching, because of COVID-19 in the world over, it is increasing and spreading very fast. It's gaining momentum. And that's a good sign because that saves a lot of costs, saves a lot of time for everyone, even for the coaches, even for those mentees also. So that's wonderful idea. And particularly online coaching is there to stay now. Even educational institutions, schools and coaching classes, they are going online. You know, people, even people like Sadhguru and all that, they are going online. So the current scenario is 38 billion is the current size of mobile learning industry. It's growing at a very fast rate. In India, the compounded growth rate of e-learning market, online education market, is growing at 52%, right? And if you look at this map particularly, there are three colors shown. Yellow color is mid segment, and this pink one is low, and green is high. That is, mobile learning is growing at a very fast rate in the areas which are marked by green color. And fortunately for us, India is in this particular region. So we should be happy for that, right? This is going to be a very good market and the future is bright for courses and online coaching, right? So these are some figures and facts which I wanted to share with you. But now let's come to something. Most of the people, when they are into coaching or any other thing, they are always trying to be perfect. They are always trying to be perfect. And let me tell you, perfection can never be achieved. So even if you are trying to be perfect, even if you are trying to be perfect, just forget that for the time being, because perfection is the biggest enemy of success. If you want to succeed, don't think of perfection. Perfection can never be achieved. There is always a chance for improvement. You agree with me? How many of you agree with me that perfection can never be achieved? Even the best can be improved. Even the best can be improved. So forget about perfection. And I grant you permission to be messy. You start working, because if you keep on improving yourself and you are looking for perfection, that's going to be very, very difficult in the future. And you may not be able to start as you are planning. If you want to start it. Be messy, make mistakes, because we always learn from the mistakes, and mistakes are the biggest or the best teacher in the world. Okay. Perfection leads to analysis paralysis. Correct. 100% correct. Awesome replies. I love the way you people are participating and answering my questions. That's good. That's the spirit I want. Okay. Now, Winston Churchill also said, perfection is enemy of progress. Right? So we have to make a plan, because without a plan, nothing can be done. So right now I'm talking about the plan for this 5 days challenge. This is literally 6 days, but the name is 5 days. So today we are going to work on your mental blocks and your goal setting and your money math. Will that be good? Tomorrow we are going to talk about niche selection and your target audience. Day after, that is third day, we are going to create your irresistible offer. Day 4, we are going to work on your unique solution. Day 5, we are going to work on content creation, pricing, and your value ladder. How many of you understand the term value ladder? How many of you? What is value ladder? Any answers? Not sure. Very excited. No. Okay, value ladder means you offer one particular basic course, and later on you have to offer certain advanced courses and upgradation also to your students, because learning is a never ending process, and your students might be willing to learn more and more and more. And if you are not going to offer them advanced courses, you will be doing injustice with them. So I don't think that all of you will be willing to stick to one course only. You will definitely like to launch your advanced courses also, and aspirational course also. We'll discuss that in the coming days, right? Now, on the last day, we are going to discuss how to sell your course before creating it. Is that wonderful? Now, the system we are going to follow is show up. That means attend the classes, this particular training, implement whatever I'm asking you to do, and share it in the group for feedback. Because showing up alone or listening to whatever I'm telling you is not going to help you unless you implement it. And implementation should be validated by somebody who is already doing it, and even from other participants also. So I'll request you to do the work which I'm asking you to do. I won't be giving you any homework, but I want you to implement along with me and share in the group. Will that be all right? Now, let's start with the mindset, because it is said that everything is made twice. In the world, everything is made twice, once in the mind and second in reality. Unless a thing is created in the mind, nothing can be done. Agree with me? So we have to work on the mindset first, because once we have a clear mindset, a set mindset, only then we'll be able to do justice with whatever work we are doing. Right? Now, results. Your course should give you results, but more important is that your course should be designed in such a way that it gives results to your students. Because unless your student gets result, your course is useless. More and more students get results, the more and more is going to be the demand for you or your course and for your coaching. So keep this thing in mind, that results are very, very important for you as well as for your student. When your students get result, definitely you are going to get benefited, right? So there are certain myths or say fears which are stopping us from going ahead, from creating courses. So should we talk about that? Should we talk about that? Yes. So, what is your biggest fear? Let me know. What is your biggest fear? Awesome, awesome, awesome. What is your biggest fear which is stopping you from creating your online course? Failure, right? Technology, right? How to show up? Procrastination, acceptance on mobile platform, competition, video creating, perfect one, how to proceed, investment on tools, patience, ignorance of internet, do not know how to do that. Well, all the questions, all the fears are valid, but where there is a will, there is a way. All these fears have got answers, and we'll try to solve as many as of these fears as possible today, right? So let's move ahead. There are certain myths which we are going to shatter, which we are going to break, which we are going to bust. Should we go ahead? Bust your myths. Whatever is there in your mind, most of the things are baseless, are just your internal fears which are stopping you. Okay? So let's start busting your fears one by one. You must have heard people say knowledge is power. You agree with me? Is knowledge power? Knowledge is power or not? Absolutely. Laziness, not only knowledge. Yes, yes, it is. Implementing same. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome, awesome. Thank you all. So the knowledge is not power. You gain all the best knowledge in the world, but if you don't use the knowledge, it is useless. It is not a power. It is a curse. Suppose you go to a gym, a world class gym equipped with all the latest gadgets and equipments. You go there every day. You talk to the coach over there. You understand about the machines, have a round, sit down there for half an hour or 1 hour, and then you come back. And you continue doing this for, say, 10, 15 days. Is that going to affect your wellness or your fitness in any way? Is that going to? Not at all. Not at all. Because You are now knowing everything about the gym, about the equipment, about the coaching, about the gym process, about the weights and everything. But it's going to help you only when you start doing. When you jump on the treadmill, only then it's going to give you some fitness, not otherwise. So, if we believe that knowledge is power, that is not correct. We have to jump on the treadmill if we want. Knowledge is power. Only potential power, action is the power. I don't say that. This is a quote from Anthony Robbins, that Tony Robbins, famously known. The second thing is people get confused. Should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do? Which topic I should create courses on? A lot of confusion is there. Should I create short courses? Should I create video courses? Should I create audio courses? A lot of confusion. So confusion is because you don't know where to start. Most of us don't know where to start. This is the biggest problem. Though there is a lot of information, lot of knowledge on the internet. On YouTube, you can go and find a lots of videos on any subject, but still that knowledge cannot be converted into an online course or an offline course also, because that is not structured knowledge. That knowledge is in bits and pieces, and the knowledge which is in bits and pieces is useless for you or for your students. Had it been possible to create courses and do everything based on YouTube videos, then nobody would have bought the courses which are being sold like anything. You know, people are selling courses on almost every subject. Why? Because the student wants a structured knowledge, not a scattered knowledge. The knowledge on the internet and YouTube is just scattered, pieces. There is no linking. Unless there is a linking, unless there is a process laid out in front of the student, it's not going to benefit them. Agree with me? Agree with me? Yes. Okay, thank you. Now, where to start is one of the problems. So here we will be learning where to start, how to do, how to go ahead, and all the processes and everything. Some people are afraid of technology. Technology is not something to be afraid of. And my way of working is that I use minimum technology, and initially the just bare minimum and free tools. Will that be all right? If you start with just free tools and start making some money, when you start making some money, only then invest in the tools. Will that be all right? The initial expenditure we are going to keep at the lowest possible. At the lowest possible, right? Now, so as we know, everybody who is aspiring to become an online coach or want to create a digital course or online course, their aim is to reach here, success. And I'll ensure that if you follow whatever we are discussing and I'm going to mentoring, I'm going to teach you, if you follow everything and if you move ahead with me, you will definitely be able to launch your courses and sell it even before launching. Sell it before creation, right? Now, mentoring is also very important for that. Another problem is information overload. As I told you, there's a lot of information on the internet. Today, you look at some particular topic and you think, okay, this topic is good. I should go and make a course on this. You start studying that particular subject or topic, and after 2-3 days or a couple of days, you come across something more attractive. Then you come across something more attractive. And this information overload confuses you instead of giving you any clarity. So we have to be focused. We have to avoid all this nonsense and all this information overload. We have to shut down our brain from this bullshit, because if we keep on consuming the useless data, the useless information, we are never going to be successful. Never ever. Agree with me? We have to be focused. How many of you feel that you have to be focused and work on some particular niche, which we are going to talk tomorrow? What's the best niche for you, and how to decide about the niche and how to validate it? I'll be giving you some tools, also free tools, whereby you can validate your niche. You can find out if there is a demand for that particular topic. Will that be wonderful? Will that be wonderful? Good. Okay. Now, information overload is one problem. Then distractions are lots of distractions are there. We are not able to stay focused. We keep on getting distracted by so many things, by so many shiny objects. Somebody says us, okay, you make short courses. Somebody comes, you make membership sites. Somebody comes, you start group coaching. Somebody says you go for one-to-one coaching. And we get confused. And we get confused. Instead of moving ahead, we get frustrated, we get lots of confusion, and there is a paralysis of analysis. There is a paralysis of analysis, and we are never ever able to achieve whatever we thought is possible, and we are just lost in the information overload. So we have to stay focused. The first point for that is stop overthinking. The first point is stop overthinking. The more you think, the more you will get confused. So never do overthinking, and overthinking kills everything. Yeah, that kills your confidence also. And lack of confidence is the biggest reason for people not entering any field, and particularly creating your online courses. Why there's a lack of confidence? There has to be a reason for that. Lack of confidence, let's see. You are driving a vehicle, maybe a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. There is a speedometer which shows a speed of, say, 0 to 140 or 200 in some cars. And when you start driving the vehicle, the speedometers, the needle in the speedometer starts going up and up and up, going 40, 50, 80, 100, 150, like that. So that way, there has to be a confidence meter. And had there been a confidence meter, we should estimate where our confidence is right now. Tell me how confident you are, or say where you feel your confidence meter is right now. Where is your confidence meter? Say from a level of 0 to 100, 70, 30, 50, 80, 50, 75, 100%. That's good. 90, 75, 65, 70 above. That's wonderful. So all of us have to 100, 80, 50, 100. All of us have to keep it up and make it as near to 100% as possible. Because confidence is a must. Unless we are confident, we won't be able to do any particular thing. There are certain fears. What fears are the worst fears in this particular field? What fears? What is the biggest fear? Tell me, what is your biggest fear? Number one fear. Earlier you mentioned so many fears. Now I'm asking you, which one is your biggest fear, which has been stopping you from creating your online courses? Facing people, okay? Will work or not? People. No one will buy your course. Break even on investment. Niche clarity. Niche clarity will be talking about tomorrow. Technicality, rejection, competition. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. Look, most of the fears which you have are not in reality. They are not real fears. Okay. Somebody had analyzed the word fear. If we start try to analyze the word fear, FEAR, that means false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. There is nothing like that. And we just keep on thinking and thinking and thinking about it, and that keeps us afraid. So we'll try to dispel so many of your fears in this journey of 6 days. And I hope that this will be very helpful to you. Okay. So now coming to the fears, people may laugh at me. This is one of the biggest fears. Some people, or say most of people, are afraid that if I am not able to perform properly, if I'm not able to speak properly, if I'm not able to do justice, people will laugh at me. Okay. Why are you bothered about whether the people will laugh at you or not? Why? Because these people you are afraid of are not going to take care of your family. They are not going to give you any money. They are not going to take care of your kids. This is only you who is going to feed your family, will take care of your family's requirements. So why are you afraid of the people? Let them laugh at you. Let them. It hardly makes any difference for you because you are concerned only with people who resonate with you. You cannot please everybody in the world. Nobody can. Nobody can. So just forget about it that people will laugh at you or people may laugh at you. Let them laugh. Let them laugh. Let them be happy. Okay. Selling. There are lots of fears. And as I told you, we'll be trying to dispel as many fears as possible. Right? So you should not be afraid of people, whether they will laugh at you or whether they will appreciate you, hardly matters. Then lots of people are afraid of facing cameras or say afraid of making videos. Why? Why? Camera is not a demon. Camera is not something to be afraid of. I tell you one particular thing. If you want to be, if you want to be successful, if you want to be entering this particular field, you have to make the camera as your friend. You should not be afraid of the camera. It's a machine only. Why should we be afraid of the machine? It's not going to bite us. It's not going to harm us. No way. And I tell you, even the best people in the world who are best in making the videos and films and everything, they were disasters at some time. So everybody started from the grassroots level and gradually doing it, they have become perfect. Or say whatever level they have achieved is by doing. So if we keep on fearing the camera, we are not going to be able to create anything or any courses or any coaching or anything. So just start treating your camera as your friend. You want a clue? If you want to be successful, you become shameless. If you want to be fearless, become shameless. Okay. Once you become shameless, that means you don't bother about people laughing at you or criticizing you. The fear will go away. As simple as that. So you should not be afraid of facing the camera because camera is simply a machine and you can make it a friend. Once you make it a friend, you are going to be benefited. Then it will be very easy for you to make videos and courses and everything. Another fear is that people say, I'm not good at English. Most of the people feel that they are not good at English. Is that, are you one of them? Are you one of them? Done for the first time. There is always a first time, my dear friend. There is always a first time. You have to start something if you want to grow. So many people fear that English is not, they are not fluent in English. Okay. Now tell me, suppose there is an auditorium full of people. There are 1,000 people in one auditorium from world over. Not only in India, there is an international event. Say Tony Robbins is speaking, or some famous speaker is speaking at this particular event, and there are 1,000 people from across the world. And Tony Robbins puts a question to the audience: how many of you have English as your first language? How many of you have English as their first language? Tell me. I'm asking the same question to you. How many people you think out of 1,000, what percentage, approximate percentage, will say that English is their first language? Any ideas? Any ideas? Not more than 2%, 2%, 50, 30, 40 max. Okay, awesome. 10%. Hardly 2 or 3%, hardly. That is the correct answer. Hardly 2% will be having English as their first language. But the entire world is speaking English. You may not be able to speak perfectly. Hardly matters. If you are able to convey your message, that's good enough. Your English will improve gradually. Once you enter the flow, everything will improve. Your fear will go away. Your English will improve. Your hesitation will go away. And you will start feeling the camera to be your friend, right? So just forget about all these things. These are just fears in our mind, and there's nothing like that in reality. As I told you, that is false evidence appearing real. Okay. So forget about all these fears and start working right now. Some people feel that they are not expert. You may also feel that I'm not an expert. That's why I'm not creating the course right now. Okay. Now, what is the definition of an expert? I was reading an article. A person asked a nutritionist with a 5-year experience, "Yes, sir, why don't you create a nutritional course?" The nutritionist replied, "I'm not an expert right now. Let me be an expert. Only then I'll be creating a course on diets." 5 years experience. Then he came across, after some days, he came across some other dietitian who was nutritionist, who was having an experience of 10 years. He asked him, "Why don't you create a nutrition course?" He said, "I'm not an expert right now. Let me be an expert. Only then I'll be creating courses." And unfortunately or fortunately, after a few days, he met another nutritionist having 15 years of experience, and he got the same reply. So do you agree with that? Even the person who was having 5 years experience is an expert. Is an expert. You want me to prove it? You want me to prove it? Suppose you know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. You know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Do you feel everybody knows A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? There might be some people who know A, B, C, D only. There might be some people who know A, B, C, D, E only. There might be some people who know ABC only, not necessary that everybody knows A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So if you know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you know more than them. You know more than them. And if you know more than the common man, you are an expert. You are an expert. You can start teaching those who are behind you. Correct? You can start teaching or coaching the people who are behind you, because nobody is in front of you. There are some people in front of you, there are some people at your back. So you can always teach or coach the people who are behind you. As simple as that. Right? So just forget it that you are not an expert. Are you an expert right now? How do you feel? You are an expert or not? Tell me in the comment box. How do you feel now? You feel to be an expert? How many of you? These things have increased your confidence meter or not? All these examples, all this discussion is increasing your confidence level meter? 1000%. That's wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now the people who were feeling 50% confidence, how much you are feeling right now? Gone up some by some percentage points? It will go further up, right? Okay, let's move ahead. So forget that you are not an expert. You are an expert. Suppose there's a ladder. There is this gentleman who is successful and you consider this is an expert and you are here. So you feel that you are not an expert. That's why you cannot create courses, or you cannot start your coaching. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Because you don't have to reach that place, and you can't reach that place immediately. You can reach there step by step by step. And when you start taking the steps, okay, suppose you reach here. Now again, this person is ahead of you. And let me tell you, this is not the end. This is not the end, because progress is a never ending process and there are further more steps. Even this person has to grow further. So you keep on growing and you keep on teaching the people who are behind you. Good enough? So does that make you an expert or not? That makes you an expert. Now you just see, you are this is you, and there are two more people here. There is another person who you consider to be an expert, but there are more people behind you. So these are your target audience. You can always teach them, you can always coach them. They will buy your courses. So if you feel that nobody will buy your course, you are badly mistaken. There are people who will buy your course. Even if there are well-known experts in the field, people are going to buy your course also, because everybody, or say every coach who is at the top, he cannot cater to everyone. Now let me ask you one simple question. How many of you know Tony Robbins? How many of you? Those who know, please don't mention anything. Only those who don't know Tony Robbins should mention that they don't know. Not me. Don't know. No. Heard name only. Okay. Don't know much. Okay, awesome. Let me tell you, Tony Robbins is today's best sought after, also the world's best mentor right now, the best coach in the world. But some of you know about him and some of you don't know about him. Correct? Similarly, If Tony Robbins thinks that he can coach everyone, all of you would have known him. All of you. All of you. So that shows that there is space for everyone. Tony Robbins can't coach or can't teach everyone. So anybody can become a coach, can create courses, and you will also get your share of the audience. So just forget about this, that if there are famous people or well-known people who are selling their courses, nobody is going to buy your course. No, 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 nothing like that. You will be able to sell your courses if you create your courses with the intention of benefiting your students, giving results to your students. Okay. You are already an expert if you have something special inside you. What is the something special? It can be you know something which is not known to everybody, or you are doing something which everybody is not doing, or you can teach something. This something is the key. This something is the key. If we all have this something special inside of us, we all have, because every human being is a unique creation of the universe or the God, and we have got something special inside of us. And if we use this something special right, if we use this something special in the right way, we can change the world and make a lot of money. Okay. Another problem is that people start comparing, the comparison trap. You can't compare an orange with an apple or an apple with an orange. Or you can't compare the sun with the moon. Everybody or everything or every aspect has got its own pluses, its own minuses. So just don't think about others. Don't try to compare yourself with others. If you keep on comparing, you will never be able to grow. Now, these people, Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, and there are so many other people, they are the well-known world famous coaches. And you may be surprised that they don't have any degree. They don't have any degree in coaching or in all these things. They don't have. Still, people are following them because they can teach you something. So they are expert. So similarly, if you can give something to the society, which is not known to everybody, you are an expert, right? So just thinking that I'm not an expert is not right. You are unique. You are irreplaceable. Nobody can replace you. Only you are you. Nobody can take your place. Okay. Then people think, why people will buy my course? Again, a wrong perception. There is room for everyone in every niche. There are thousands and thousands of niches and hundreds and thousands of people selling courses and coaching in every niche. So just forget it that why people will buy your course. Then it is said that competition is a confirmation. If there is a competition, it's a confirmation that there is a demand for the topic on which you want to create your course. Had there been no competition, you will never come to know that whether there is a demand for that particular topic or not. So the competition is a confirmation that there is a demand for your course or for your course idea. Correct? So just forget about it. That's a lot of competition and this and that. People are going to buy. You are going to create courses. You are going to sell it. It's going to increase day by day by day by day. But the only condition is that you have to do it consistently. If you start fearing even before starting the journey, nobody can help you out. So you have to come out of this fear that there is a competition. Competition is always good. Okay. So have that spirit and treat competition as your friend, not as your enemy. Be authentic. Be authentic. Some people try to be somebody else. You might see there are lots of trainers or lots of coaches these days. They try to copy Tony Robbins because Tony Robbins speaks very fast, very fast. So people try to copy him and they think that just by copying Tony Robbins, they will become Tony Robbins. No, 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 my friend, no. You cannot. You are you. Tony Robbins is Tony Robbins. Or say Gary Vee is Gary Vee. I'm not Gary Vee. I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm BM Agarwal. So I'm BM Agarwal. I got my own style. I got my own system. He has got his own system. He has got his own style. So you have to be yourself. Don't be robotic. Don't try to copy anybody. Because if you try to copy anybody, you lose your individuality. You lose your individuality and your special flavor and your particular style. So you should develop your style and should not try to follow or copy anybody else's style. Be unique, be authentic. Okay. Again, now there is a big question. A lot of people, they are always afraid, what if I fail? So what? And why people fail? It's not a must that you will fail. This is because of the shiny object syndrome. What is shiny object syndrome? Today you come across one particular topic. After a few days, you come across another topic and you think this is better than the earlier, which I was thinking about. Another few days, you come across something else and you start working on that. After a few days, you come across some fourth thing and you start working on that. So that way, you will keep on jumping from pillar to post and you will never be able to achieve anything. Never. So the system, the best way, if you want to achieve success, this is a rule created by Clay Collins. This is the rule of 5 ones. You can take a snapshot or note it down. There is a rule of 5 ones. If you want to be successful in anything in the world, but since we are talking here about the online courses and coaching, so note it down. There has to be one target audience. There are 5 ones. Number 1 is one target audience. If you are going to cater to the salaried employees, you must focus on the salaried employees and forget about the rest of the world. If you are going to cater to students, you should focus only on the students and nobody else. If you are going to focus your target audience as female or working women, you should focus on them only and forget everybody else. If you are working or creating a course for the elderly people, forget everybody else. So you should focus on one particular audience. One particular audience. Okay. You should create one product and focus on improving and selling that one product. Okay. So first thing is audience, one target audience. Second thing is one product. Third thing is one conversion tool. When I say conversion tool means there are lots of ways and means by which you can convert a lead into a sale. Sorry, some people do it by way of webinars. Some people do it by challenges. Some people do it some other way. Some people do it by giving free courses. So there are lots of ways. So you should use only one conversion tool. If webinars are good for you, do webinars. If physical seminars are good for you, do physical seminars, which may not be possible in present scenario, but has been there and may again start. Okay. Then traffic sources. There should be, if you are using Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or any other traffic source, you stick to one particular source at least for 1 year. And you stick to all the above 4 for 1 year. One audience, one product, one conversion tool, one traffic source, and all of these for 1 year. All of these for 1 year. Why say? Why 1 year? Because there is a tendency of people to keep on jumping from one topic to another topic to third topic to fourth topic. Suppose today you decide to go for the niche weight loss. Now, in weight loss, again, there are lots of sub niches. Okay. So you start working on weight loss and you create a course on that, and you expect that wonders will happen and overnight you will become rich. No, it's not possible in any niche. Whatever niche you select, you are not going to be a millionaire overnight. You cannot be, or nobody can be, right? So you start working on that. The growth initially is at a very, very slow pace. But once you get used to it, once you get the flavor of the thing, you start working on it, then gradually, the graphs start growing up and up and up. And there will be a time when there will be exponential growth, fast growth. But you quit that particular topic before reaching that exponential growth. Then you take up something else. You start working on that. After 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you just quit that, start some third thing, some fourth thing, some fifth thing. So if you keep on jumping from topic to topic to topic, you're going to face problems. So stick to one particular niche, one target audience, one product, one conversion tool. If you are good in webinars, do webinars only. If you are good enough with one-to-one, go for one-to-one. If you are good enough on uh, calling telephone calls, go for telephone calls. If you are good at Zoom calls, one-to-one, go for that. So whatever conversion tool suits you or is comfortable for you, you must stick to that for 1 year. There should be one traffic source and you should stick to all these things for 1 year. And above all, you should have one mentor. People keep on shifting from this one to this one to this one to this one and get confused because everybody has got their own system. Everybody has got their own style. Somebody will say, okay, you start low cost courses. Somebody else will say, you start membership sites. Somebody else will say, you go for mid segment courses. Somebody will say, okay, this is not a particular perfect niche for you. You change your niche. So you will never be able to move forward. So you follow one mentor. Okay. So if you follow all these things, definitely you are going to see exponential growth and you will be able to achieve success faster than you think. Okay. Then one of the biggest fear is, what if I fail? Biggest fear is, what if I fail? Why people fail? Suppose this is your target. This star is your target. You are here and you take a course, or your coach tells you that if you start working on this particular system, you will become successful, right? Then somebody else comes into your life and says, no, that is not the correct way. This is the correct way, go on this. Now you are confused whether to follow this one or to this one. Then somebody else comes and he says, no, this is the correct way. Somebody is successful by selling cheap courses or say low priced courses. Somebody is successful by selling mid-sized courses. Somebody is comfortable and successful selling high priced courses. If you keep on thinking about this and this and this and this, nobody can help you and you will never be able to succeed. So what you have to do is, you have to follow certain core principles. Just to be able to decide, you have to follow certain core principles. What are these core principles? Let's talk about them. Okay. The first principle is, help yourself first. You might have seen in the flights that when they give demo before the flight takes off, they always tell that in case of any emergency, you should help yourself first. You should try to protect yourself first, and after that, you will try to protect or help others also. Why? Because if you are not able to help yourself first, you won't be able to help others. So the first principle is that your business must give you these three things. What are the three things? It should give you income, sufficient income. It must give you freedom, and it must give you fulfillment. If your desired niche or your selected niche is able to give you all these three things, you are going to be successful. Nobody can stop you. And if the niche which you are selecting is not able to give you all this is useless. The second principle is you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert. Wherever you are, start. As I told you, there are people behind you and you can always coach them. Correct? Now, suppose there are two coaches, coach A and coach B. Correct? Coach A has got 4 degrees. He has authored 2 books. He has got a YouTube channel. He is doing podcasts also. He has got 10,000 followers and he has got 0 testimonials. Right? Then there is another coach, B. He doesn't have any degree. He has not written any books. He has no YouTube channel. He is not doing podcasts. He has got just 200 followers, but he has 20 testimonials. Now, which coach you think should people prefer? Coach A or coach B? Tell me in the chat box. Targeting audience and everything we'll be talking tomorrow, so don't bother about that, okay? Now almost everybody is saying B, 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 B. Why? Because he is doing something. So you don't require any degree or any qualification for that, for creating a course or for becoming a coach. If you can teach, if you can give knowledge, if you can impact the life of people, you are an expert. So how many of you feel now that you need not be an expert to start? Tell me. Yes, definitely. If coach A also has testimonials, you will definitely prefer him. Definitely. But as I told you, degrees and all these things are immaterial. If you can impact your students' life, if you can give them results, they get benefit from your course, they get results from your course, you are successful. Because your success is always dependent on your student's success. If your student is successful, you are successful. Now, how many of you feel that your confidence level is up and you need not be an expert? Or you say you are already an expert? Say, I'm an expert. Say, I'm an expert. If you feel comfortable, if you feel confident, yes, I'm an expert. I'm an expert. That's good. That's the spirit, right? Initial testimonials. How to get initial testimonials? Very good question. Very good question. We'll talk about this also. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. I like the spirit. And all of you are definitely experts, right? Now, social proof. How to get social proof? You can go to get social proof like this. These are my testimonials. People have made, this person has made 1,12,000 in 10 days without creating the course. The another person has made 1,08,000 in 7 days without creating the course. And there are lots of others. Why? Because they understood the thing, they understood the process, and they started working on it. Similarly, you can get results. Initially, you will be having less number of testimonials, but if you want to get testimonials, you can start giving your coaching for free or at a lower cost, at a lower fee, with only one condition that they should give you testimonial. Correct? If you give them free coaching or free knowledge for some time and they are getting results out of your knowledge, they'll give you testimonial. And that becomes a vicious circle. You provide them service free of cost, they give you testimonial. You provide them service, they give you testimonial. And once you have testimonials, then you can gradually increase your fees or your charges, and people will gladly buy your course or buy your coaching, because nobody actually is interested in buying your coaching. Nobody. Or nobody is interested in buying your courses. No. What they are interested in is results. They are interested in transformation. If you can transform them, if you can give them results, people will buy your course. Definitely. Nobody can stop. So the result-oriented courses are a must. And if you don't have any testimonials, don't worry. Start providing service to people free of cost or at a very low cost, and start collecting testimonials. Tell them in advance that you are teaching them free of cost because you want their testimonial. And they will gladly do it because they are saving money, plus they are getting the knowledge for free. So what is the harm for them in giving you their testimonial? You will be collecting a lots of testimonial like that. Correct? Now, what has been most useful so far? Do you feel that there has been something very useful? What has been most useful so far? Whatever concepts we have talked about, which concept appealed you most, or which you think is going to have a positive impact on you? Come on fast. Confidence to just go and start. All suggestions. Rule of 5 once. Collecting testimonials. So collecting testimonials, I told you, is not difficult. But initially, if we start thinking that we charge a high fee and people pay us, they will pay you once you have got the testimonials. And getting testimonials, I told you, is very easy. You provide your services or your coaching or your courses at a very low fee or free of cost for some time to select group of people, not to the entire world. You say, I'm offering this for 10 people, to 15 people, to 20 people, to 5 people, and start collecting testimonials. Once you have the testimonials, that is the social proof. So anybody who looks at the testimonial will feel that you are the right person for their transformation, for their results. Okay. Technology, again, is a people, there are lots of coaches who will ask you, do this, do that, take this tool, take this tool, take this software. A hell lot of softwares they'll tell you. Why? Because whatever software they are suggesting you, they are suggesting you 10 or 15 softwares. And when you go for buying all these softwares, they are going to get commission out of that. So just to make their commission, they are suggesting you to buy costly tools and costly softwares, and or complicated than integrating all of them together. Then you are messed up, because integrating all the tools and softwares, you need another software for that. So going for all those costly softwares is not advisable. What we advise to our students is to use minimum tools and most of the free tools initially. Initially, you have to spend very small amount of money on technology, and that will be very easy to understand, because the more tools you use, more confused you get. You have to understand everything. You must know about the video making, you must know about email marketing, you must know about messaging, you must know about automation, you must know about content creation, you must know about course hosting. So many things are there. But if we suggest you to go for just 2 3 tools, and that too initially, some of them free and some of them at a very nominal cost, that will save you a lot of money, that will save you from a lot of hassles. You can do a lot of things. Correct? So okay, let's move ahead. Now, are you excited? Are you excited? Tell me, come on, tell me in the chat box. Are you excited? Are you excited? Yes, yes. Okay. So you do me one favor. This is the link. This is my Trust Pilot account. I just created a few days ago. And you can click on this link. You can copy it. You can click on this link, go there, give me a 5-star rating and your reviews also. 3, 4, 5 lines. What kind of education I'm providing you, what kind of coaching I'm giving you, and what benefits you feel that you will be getting out of it. Just 4, 5 lines and the rating as you feel like. Correct? So this is the link. I've given you the link. Just go there and do me the favor. Correct? So let's move forward. This is Trustpilot. When you start your coaching business, you can also create your free account over there, trustpilot.com. You can also create your free account over there and ask your students to give their feedback and rating on this particular site. So that way you will be collecting lots of testimonials. Correct? Correct? All the links will be shared on the Facebook page group. Sorry, this link will be shared on the Facebook group, so you can go there. Don't interrupt the class right now. I'll be asking my team to share this in the group so that you can click on this and share your feedback. Okay. Now, this is one part of the game. We have to move one step at a time. So keep on moving. And as I told you earlier also, begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. So we have to plan your journey now. How do we do that? This is time to set your goals. Correct? Should we do some money math for you? Get ready, okay? Get ready to do some money math. Let's work out how you have to go ahead and what should be the way of your future course. Now, normally, what we expect our students to make is 50 lakhs to 1 crore in 1 year. What we expect our students is to make 50 lakhs to 1 crore in 1 year. That seems to be impossible or unachievable right now. What do you feel? What do you feel? Is that achievable or not? 50 lakhs to 1 crore in 1 year. Is that yes, Mr. Menon, you also start teaching and you start getting testimonials. And reaching this level, 50 lakhs to 1 crore in 1 year is not something unachievable. It's very easy to achieve, and it may appear right now to be a very big figure, but this is very much achievable. How? Let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this. Initially, as I told you, the growth is slow. So for the first 2 to 3 months, that is say 60 to 90 days, if you are able to make 1 to 2 lakhs rupees a month, that is good enough. For the first 60 to 90 days, if you are able to make 1 to 2 lakhs a month, it's good enough. After that, when you continue the same process, you continue improving yourself, you continue growing the thing, then there will be a time you will be feeling exponential growth. As we just talked a few minutes ago, the principle of 5 ones. This has to be applied here, and that principle of 5 ones or rule of 5 ones is going to give you results like that. You take one audience, you take one product, you take one conversion tool, you take one traffic source, and you stick to all these for 1 year, and you will reach this. You will reach this figure. But if you keep on jumping from topic to topic to topic, or you keep on adding products and products and products, this journey will be delayed. Suppose you create two products, instead of 1 year, you may take 2 years to reach that level. If you start using 2 or 3 traffic sources, the journey will be delayed. If you keep on changing your audience, your journey will be delayed. So you have to stick to the rule of 5. If you stick to the rule of 5 and consistently work for 1 year, you will see substantial growth in whatever niche you have selected. Okay. Now, as I told you initially, for 60 to 90 days, your target should be to make 1 to 2 lakhs rupees a month, not more than that. If you are able to achieve more than that, good enough, wonderful. But target to achieve at least 1 lakh to 2 lakhs in the first 60 to 90 days. Okay. And continue the journey, continue improving, continue giving results to your students, and you will start seeing increase in the sale of your course. You will start seeing the growth in your in the number of students, and you will be able to achieve this particular target, 50 lakhs to a crore. It's not unachievable. Correct? Now, suppose we fix a target, or you fix a target of 1 lakh per month for the next 60 days. Right? Now, there are certain things to be considered. Suppose you price your course at 500 rupees. Okay. You fix, because there are lots of courses available, thousands of courses on different subjects. And on the same subject, you will find that courses are being sold at 10,000 rupees. Courses are being sold at 25,000 rupees. Courses are being sold at 5,000 rupees. Courses are being sold at 999. Courses are being sold at 199. Some people are selling for just 99 and things like that. So if you price your course at 500 rupees to achieve a sale or say income of 1 lakh, you have to make how many sales? 200 sales. So to achieve a target of 1 lakh in 60 days, you have to make 200 sales at the rate of 500 rupees per course. And to make 200 sales, you will be needing 2000 leads, because this is the industry norm that normally 10% is the conversion rate. And initially 10% is a good enough rate. So if 10% is the conversion rate, that means to achieve 200 number of sales, you will be needing 2000 leads. So getting 2000 leads, do you think is possible initially? No, it's not possible. So what if you price your course at 5,000 rupees? To see the difference, to achieve the 1 lakh level, you have to make a sale of you have to just make 20 sales, just 20 sales, and generate 200 leads. So generating 200 leads a month is not difficult. This can be comfortably achieved. So if you can achieve 200 leads or approximately 200 leads, you will be able to sell 20 courses easily at the price of 5,000 rupees. Correct? And if you are pricing your course at 10,000 rupees, you will be needing only 10 sales to achieve the target of 1 lakh. And for that, you will be needing just 100 leads. Good enough? And if your course is priced at 20,000 rupees, you will be needing just 5 sales to achieve this target. Now the question is, how much is the demand for the particular topic on which you are going to create the course? As I told you, in the same topic, people are selling courses for 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 999, and even somebody is selling for 99. If you look at Facebook, you might come across some ads claiming, I made 2 crores, I made 3 crores by selling 99 rupees courses. It may be working for them. No, but I don't agree for that. And I won't suggest you to go cheap on your journey to greatness. Don't be cheap on your journey to greatness. You must charge adequately. Why? Why I say so? Because if you are charging for your coaching and for your courses, you are doing a favor to your student. You are doing a favor. Why I say so? Because the people who pay, they pay attention. And the people who pay attention take action. And the people who take action get results. The people who pay attention, and the people who pay attention take action, and the people who take action get success. So ultimately, you are helping your student by charging them a fees. Correct? I tell you one example. Have you heard the name of Burnson, the creator of ClickFunnels? Have you heard the name? Have you heard the name? I was just watching one of his trainings, and he told that he was having a program, paid program, for which he was charging a whopping fees of 25,000 rupees. That was a 4-5 days program. He was charging $25,000, not rupees, for the entire course, entire program, 5 days program. And he gave 5-6 free tickets to his friends and family members. No, it's not Todd Dixon. The name is just moving around. So the thing is, you will be surprised to know that those 5-6 people who got the ticket for free, not against Siddhartha Shekhar. He is not charging 25,000 rupees for a program. Repeat, okay. One sec. The name of that person is Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson, okay. So Russell Brunson, the creator of ClickFunnels, he was telling in one of his interviews that he had given free tickets to 5-6 people, his friends and family members. Whereas the price for that program, 5 days program, was $25,000. And he told categorically that those people who got the tickets free of cost did not take any action and they did not get any results. And the people who paid, they took action and got results. So as simple as that, if you charge your students, you are doing them a favor. You are not doing injustice to them. Furthermore, how long can you keep on teaching for free? Nobody can. Nobody can. So Russell Brunson is the correct name. And Russell Brunson is the creator of ClickFunnels. Should I tell you something about him? Or just a small incident? He was sharing stage with the creator of 10x results. Who is that? There's a well-known course, 10x. Can you name them? Can you name the person? Grant Jordan. It's for a huge program in a stadium with 9,000 live attendees. Russell Brunson was given a slot of 90 minutes to speak in that program. 90 minutes, he was able to make a sale of $3.2 million. $3.2 million in 90 minutes. Is that wonderful? This is all power of knowledge. All this is power of knowledge. You can also do that. Anybody can do that, provided you are dedicated enough, you are working hard enough. Good? Okay, let's move forward. So when you charge your students, you are doing them a favor. Not charging your students is injustice to them. So you should price your course reasonably, and it should not be at so low that you are not able to make any money and you just keep on struggling. It should not be so high that it becomes unaffordable for people. It should be affordable for the student, and at the same time, it should not be underpriced or very, very low priced. Okay. So similarly, if we create the figures for 1 year, says you keep a target of 50 lakhs for 12 months, right? Again, the same price point, 500 rupees, you have to make 10,000 sales. And for 10,000 sales, you need 1 lakh leads, 100,000 leads. Is that possible? Impossible. Impossible. Getting 1 lakh or say 100,000 leads is very, very difficult. So just forget about selling your course at a low price. Okay. But if you sell it for 5,000 rupees, you need to make 1,000 sales and just 10,000 leads, which is workable, which is possible. And if you price it at 10,000 rupees, you need to make only 500 sales in a month, in a year, and you need 5,000 leads for that. So it's very simple math, very simple calculation. So you should always price your course reasonably, and achieving these figures are not impossible. So now this is a homework for you. This is a very small thing. You just take a snapshot of this, or you can just draw columns like this. You have to write your 60 days income goals and 1 year income goals. 60 days income goals and 1 year income goals. What is the price you think you should be selling your course at? Okay. Then how many sales you have to achieve your goal? The number of sales per month, the total number of sales, the number of sales per month, and number of sales per week. Once you do this analysis, this will make the picture more clear for you that it is not difficult to achieve these projections. Okay. So some of you might be afraid initially to have a target of 50 lakhs to a crore in 12 months. So you can have a comfortable figure, whichever is suitable to you, maybe 20 lakhs, maybe 25 lakhs, or maybe 10 lakhs, whatever you feel like, which you feel comfortable in achieving. You take that target, you do this math, and I would like you to post it or share it in the Facebook group. Okay, so this is small assignment. Now, You must share it for feedback and let's discuss about that. So, did you learn something new today? Did you learn something new? Yes, I have my own workspace at home. Okay. Recording will be available for a couple of days only. This will be available till the end of the seventh day from today. Okay. This will be available tomorrow in the group. This will be available in the group tomorrow and will be taken down on 9th of February. Okay. Now, with that, I think is enough for today. But you must remember this rule of 5 P's. You should focus on one persona or say one type of people or one type of audience. Your course should solve one particular problem. You should have one particular process for that. And you should have one big promise for your student so that your student gets the result and your offer becomes irresistible and you get lots of sales. So now let's pause. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about your niche discovery process, how to finalize your niche. When we say niche means topic or the subject on which you can create a course and sell it. Okay. So good night. Love you all. See you tomorrow at the same time. And the same link will be working from tomorrow for tomorrow as well.